And we're live. It's your reporter Rich here, rich girls and guys, and most importantly, to the youth out there in the metropolitan area. Today, we got a juicy topic for y'all today. But first, we have a word from our weatherman, Jermaine. Hello, it's Jermaine here with the forecast, and it is raining hard. Do not go outside, bro. I think it's hell and rainstorm, and man, I think it's about to be an earthquake, man. Return to Rich, return to Rich. Well, it looks like Jermaine is in a slippery slope storm, if you get what I'm saying. And that's going to conclude this message. Get on to the reporting. From the channel 1-1 to all the rich girls and guys, the rich unit. Good evening, rich girls and guys. And most importantly, to the unit. We have breaking news over there with our colleagues at Mopar Insiders, where they released an article making claims that the Dodge sales have collapsed by nearly 50% in the first half of 2025. Electric Charger falls flat as fans wait for the newest V8 to come back and is supposed to release in 2025 or 2026 in a year or two. Let's start with the specs. It has a battery pack of 100 lithium ion. The volts 98 miles per gallon, which brings a total of 308 miles to travel. It takes 9 hours to charge. It's all-wheel drive and it weighs at 5,700 pounds. So far, they released two versions. The Daytona RT, which has 456 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. And a top speed 135. The next version is the Daytona Scat Pack, which has 630 horsepower and 0 to 60 at 3.3 seconds. And both are governed at 135. But so far, I guess they're new release and they're not mass production. So all we know is they're governed at the top speed at 135 miles per hour. Which is less than the normal V8 versions prior to these EVs. Dodge in nearly 6 months have lost half its sales compared to the last period of last year, compared to this year's and last year's. Last year's they sold 97K. This year they sold 47K. So they spliced that right in half. The reason for this massive decline, the old gas-powered Challengers and Chargers sold for 26K and 21K was left over. To fill in the gap, Dodge introduced all EV Chargers to Daytona, but the rollout backfired. Instead of listening to customers to maintain loyalty, instead they introduced an EV version, Charger, ignoring traditional muscle cars and routes and pushing electric vehicles first. The total just at 4,299 units were sold in the first half of the year. Nowhere to make up for the lost volume of the gas-powered discontinued V8s, Challengers, Chargers, Durangos, and etc. In SEMA this year, they will display a new EV to push it. The motorized, Moparized 6-pack Charger. I'm informing you of this from an insider that I have trustworthy to let me know this information. Scoop about the V8 because the V8 isn't ready that they're trying to produce. If y'all want more information about this, I'll do a part 2 about it. Your reporter Rich is going to give his opinion. My opinion on this is the numbers don't lie. Women lie, men lie, but numbers don't lie. And I think Dodge as a brand as a whole need to understand that motorized EV vehicles are nothing compared to the original 1900 to 2020s V8s powered red eyes, SRT scat packs, motor gas powered vehicles. Nothing will ever top that. And they need to understand that if they're going to be pushing electric vehicles, don't push it in a harsh way because your sales are declining. So as an analyst, I was to put my 2 cents in this is to just go back, revise. I know as businesses you want to go forward, but sometimes, like my homeboys say, you got to take 2 steps back so you can take 10 steps forward. So Dodge, please, I can list comments that people are raving about this and enraged by this. I'll put that in the video. And to conclude this, Dodge, go back to Mopar and gas-powered vehicles. Nothing to EVs, but they're not what the consumer wants. Us as the consumers, we have a tradition over here, and we want to keep that going. We hold these red eyes, these Hellcats, these SRTs dear to us. And we don't want our cars, again, sounding like this.
Yep.
All right, it's been your reporter Rich here. I appreciate y'all for watching my videos. We're almost at 100 subscribers. The message for the unit today is to stay always authentic. Yeah, you want to experiment, those such of things, but don't crucify yourself for trying. You know what I mean? You trying is allowing yourself to fail so you can learn from that lesson. It's been your reporter Rich here, and we're going to be out. Tune in to next weekend where we're going to be posting daily uploads here on Channel 101. And I'm out. Peace.
Oh, great fit, I just had no enemies. Niggas thinking sweet, so I'ma come with it. With a bankroll, I'm 6'10". With all that I can spend on you and your friends. Made the bad wins, I don't run out of luck. I'm from the H, we got lifted trucks. How about a lamb with the doors go up? I watch the girl, she give it up. I come up, but he conceal it up. She good to me, she cook for me, and most importantly, she gon' keep it up. Put your mouth to good, do anything.